Welcome back to Hot Takes and Big Mistakes. We're here with juror number 5, Oscar. Oscar, how are you feeling?
I feel great. I'm glad to be outside
Why is that?
because the greenhouse is a very stressful game. It's a vacuum, and from the moment you step on there from the first time, it's nonstop. Get It's a workout for the brain and for the body. So I'm glad it's over, and I'm very proud of my game so far.
Yeah, I mean, it was really incredible to see a bunch of the stuff that you did. I was really excited. I was rooting for you. Let's talk about the fly trap. What made you want to buy the fly trap?
Well, it was obvious that even before the week of the fly trap, I was called the biggest player, the strongest player, the one with the most also winning, the one with blah blah blah. So if I didn't do the fly trap, I was gonna go up, and I was gonna go up on the block, and that was gonna give even more opportunity for everyone else, like a bigger crowd, to just kill me. And also the talks of the fly trap have been going around since the week before. So I just wanted to get rid of that and use it.
And why Emily?
Emily.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, there's someone talking. Okay. Emily is just because Emily and Johnny have been working together since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And I could tell, like, that was an obvious thing for them to do. Just fly trap the next big player for them, which is me.
I want to ask, you were one of the only people who knew that Emily and Johnny are in a relationship. Why didn't you weaponize that in the game when you knew that you were on the chopping block?
Because I wanted to play the most honest game. I know there's a bunch of backstabbing and there's a bunch of lying, which is something that I did just like anyone else, the lying and the scheming. But I also didn't want to include anything from the outside world into this competition.
Did you think it was going to affect people's relationships with you or even working with Emily and Johnny?
No, can you repeat the question?
Like Emily and Johnny being together, did you ever think that you could be their number one, or is that another reason why Emily might be out the door before you are?
I think that maybe at some point they would think that I would be the number one, but I also didn't want to put myself to be, hey, I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you. I only picked 2 people that I honestly told them that I was gonna work with them. One of them was Elise, the other one was Josh. But then also I guess Josh got his own game.
Which Josh?
Not Piglet.
Okay. Just double checking.
Yeah, yes. So yeah, he had his own game. And now now that I just got banished, I'm feeling for my girl Elise.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, who knows? I'll just see whatever they were all saying behind my back on the confessionals.
I do think it's interesting. A lot of people were clocking and associating Elise and you, it sounded like, in the game. Why do you think people were so quick or why do you think people felt like you two were such a tight duo?
Because from the beginning we were not in the same team with the colors, but I just could tell that she had a very good perspective of not the greenhouse, but just like a good social game. And I want to align with someone like that because I'm very good at the challenges, especially like the physical ones.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not very good with the social game yet. This is my second live game. So I needed to be with someone who's very strong in that. And that's something that I'm lacking. And that's something that I picked her and she trusted me. And we went along from there. And then, of course, everyone kept noticing, which is fine.
Mm-hmm. To back up just a little bit, Thomas on his way out called you out first. Do you think that had any power in getting you out now? Do you think his speech did anything? Or do you think that no one really cared what Thomas was saying on the way out?
I think what Thomas said is what everyone else was thinking. If anyone else was in that position to call someone out, they would call me out because I was the strongest player. I don't want to say apparently, I want to believe I was. And yeah, I'll take it as a compliment every time. And even when the talks of the fly trap, they were saying like, yeah, someone might try to fly trap you. And I'm like, yeah, that's the way I want to go. I want someone that is so afraid of me that they just want to get rid of me.
The ultimate power to chop you.
Yeah.
Well, we are calling it Hot Takes and Big Mistakes, so I want to ask some of your hot takes, and I want you to be as messy as you choose. Are you ready?
Hot takes on what? Like on the players?
Oh, you'll see.
Okay.
My first one, I want to hear Who do you think is the most under the radar?
Most under the radar. Josh.
Yeah, why?
Because he has a very good poker face in the sense that he comes to you as a very genuine, honest person, and that's what got me. Like that's why I chose to pick him because yeah, I'm with Elise, but I also need to have someone else to fall back on just in case me and Elise break up. So I picked Josh because I don't know him even outside the game. I know we all know each other at some point, but I've never interacted with him for more than 1 minute, and I just wanted to pick someone that I don't have any knowledge of that I think is a very genuine, honest person, and that's what got me into this point. I believe that's a very big part of it.
All right. And who do you think is kissing the most ass?
Johnny,
Yeah, why?
I feel like that's his personality.
It's just ass kissing.
Yeah.
Okay. Short and sweet. I love it. And you had an answer right away. What I know you just said why you chose Johnny, but what are your thoughts on Johnny's game? Because I know that he's someone who has been talked about a lot in conversations I've seen you a part of.
I totally blanked and I didn't hear anything what you said.
Honestly, it's been a long couple days. Johnny, why I know you chose Johnny, and in a lot of conversations you were talking about Johnny. Do you want to talk a little bit about what you thought of Johnny or your perspective on Johnny?
Johnny absolutely is a good player, and I wanted to target him from kind of not the beginning, but for whenever I had the chance. The only reason we didn't eliminate him because there was so many times that we had the numbers. It was, of course, it's a social game, and I was working with other people. Other people had other interests at the time, and that's what I went along with. As long as I was just like in the background, because if I'm already like a big stroke player, it I didn't want to even put even more things because I would have been gone way sooner than that. So I tried to help as many people as I could, and that also Johnny kept like being saving himself up, and also he has very good knowledge of the game. Okay. He has more knowledge of the game than I do. So I knew that was gonna be an advantage for him, and I wish him the best. Hope he wins too. I wish that's all I want to say. I hope you win, and we'll see.
Another one I want to ask you: who's the biggest snake in the game right now?
Right now is Josh. No, not my Josh. Piglet, Josh Portillo, because the votes were 6-1 or 7-1
to get you out.
To get me out, I think the only person that voted for me, which I hope it was Elise, or I think that was Elise the only person. But the plan was for Josh to use his vote and other bank votes to save me, and now Elise is shitting her pants off because that was the plan, and
nothing that didn't go down.
And of course, that's why I'm here. And that was very stinky of Josh, which is I love it. Right. I feel like I would have done the exact same to someone else, to maybe him, because my alliance was just with one person, and that was Elise.
Yeah, that's really impressive. Hold on. I didn't know if he was coming in here or not. Another question I want to ask you is, who do you want to be out next? Who do you want to follow you to the jury?
I don't want Elise because I just played with her the entire game, and now I have like very strong feelings. Like I don't want her to go through any trouble, so I don't want to see her. I can see anyone else after me. Like I don't care about them.
You don't care about? That's crazy.
I don't care about any of them.
No, I like it. I totally get it. And then you said Johnny, but I want to ask you officially, who's your winner pick? Who do you think is taking it home right now?
Let me think. It could be Piglet. I think Josh Piglet. He for me right now. I think the way he's playing the game now I'm like, oh, okay, so you're showing all your cards. Go for it, girl. Get the win. Get those $0.
Yeah, you get that $0 prize pot.
Yeah.
It is. People are starting to play. It's starting to get a little more messy. People are starting to play like it's $1 million prize pot.
And that's what it feels like. I mean, everyone wants to win. I wanted to win, and I will want to win the next time. I'm just hopeful that the way I was perceived during this game sticks around for like any other competitions that might happen in the future.
I love that.
And they just shake their pearls whenever they hear my name.
Clutch them, shake them,
Clutch and whatever.
Rip them.
So English as a second language. I'm sorry.
I love it.
but
No,
whatever.
I'm saying everything with the pearls.
Okay, everything.
They are gonna freak out with the pearls.
Yeah.
My last question I want to ask you: hot takes, big mistakes. What was your biggest mistake?
Biggest mistake. I don't want to say Josh. Not Piglet, but the Josh that I was trying to align myself to. I don't want to say him because at the end of the day, he had to look for himself.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest mistake was not getting Johnny out sooner. Is that what the question was?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I know I just said last question. I have one more question for you. This can be a pre-juror. This can be someone in the game. This can be a juror. Who do you think has the most delusional read or had the most delusional read on the rest of the players?
Out of all the players or the ones that are still
All.
in the game?
All of them.
Like the most delusional
The
read?
whole cast.
As in like what?
Like just was not on the mark. Like they were not. Think of the Jasmine Kennedys. Think of like the Milks. People who just like they're not playing the same game as y'all.
I don't know because I already forgot about the other ones. So I'm trying to think of whoever is still in the game. I think Johnny is delusional if he thinks he's winning, but who else? I kind of want, now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of want Zach to win too, only because he's a good player and he's very young, so he's a good player already. But he's not delusional. Give me 1 second. I don't know why I'm thinking too much about it. Who else? Delusional is Taylor, because girl, what are you doing sitting there? You know you're not gonna win.
Well, on that note, we have a couple more jurors who will join you before we sit down for a round table and talk about those left in the game. Thank you so much. And it was a blast watching you dominate the game until they got you, girl.
Of course, they had to get me.
They had to.
I would have won.
And you know what?
You know what? I did.
You did win. You did win. You won the heart of the viewers.
And FYI, I don't know if this is TMI. I wasn't even expected up until the last minute.
Right. You were a last second addition in it.
And
it ate.
It ate.
It ate. Changed the course of everything in the best way.
Shake the girls, and I'm excited for All Stars.
Ooh. Get the call back. Get the call back ready. His number is in your phone.
I believe that my invitation is already on the way to my mail.
Sealed, stamped.
To my new house.
Ooh. Homeowner, by the way. Husband, by the way.
Because, yeah, I got married, I got a house, and I got the sickest game in the greenhouse.
Yeah. On that note, thank y'all for watching. See you with the next loser. Bye.